subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Speaking of racism, you also see what's going on with the Cracker Barrel, the store, the Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel, they changed their logo recently because there was a lot of stuff going on with Cracker Barrel. Um, there were a lot of complaints that black people had made against Cracker Barrel for a minute because there were some situations where there's a video of this white woman who worked at Cracker Barrel, and she said this video was about a year or so ago, I think. She was like, "Yeah, when black folks come in, we got a code word. Yeah, we get on the walkie-talkie and they start using little code words that letting each other know what black family is in." It was some old Jim Crow ass stuff. So, the Cracker Barrel store, they've had a history of facing complaints from black organizations. Really in the early 2000s, I think there was federal class action suit, like $8-9 million from the NAACP and some other people that was talking about the racial discrimination of Cracker Barrel sitting. They would seat black customers in segregated areas, make them wait longer, giving people inferior service. So, the Cracker Barrel has had a negative stigma, and black folks have been calling them out, and even recently they've been kind of getting called out by black folks. And we got a renaissance movement right now. When we say something ain't right, you know, so it ain't right. There's going to be some changes made. And recently, Cracker Barrel, they've been the subject of a lot of the DEI complaints, um, because they are talking about um, having resources for organizations and black leaders and all that stuff. Some of these white right wing conservative law firms have been filing these little lawsuits against them. They've been complaining that their DEI policies that's favoring, so-called, supposed to be favoring black people and Hispanics, that they're discriminatory. So there's been a lot of back and forth going on with Cracker Barrel, especially with the right wing white supremacists. They don't like that black people have been calling him out, and Cracker Barrel has been trying to get rid of that racist stigma. So now the right wingers are like, oh no, no, we need to keep some of that. So now the logo of the Cracker Barrel is a white man leaning on a barrel. So recently, like last week, they removed the cracker and the barrel. They removed the cracker from the barrel, so they just had the word Cracker Barrel. So boy, a lot of the right wing white supremacists went nuts, and they immediately started blaming us. By the way, I want y'all to understand how our power. We better understand how powerful we are as foundational Black Americans. These folks know when we lean on people just a little bit, they feel that. I want y'all to understand. They immediately start saying it was black folks. Oh, these blacks. Oh, God, this is woke. Oh, they moved the white man from the logo. Oh God, this is so damn woke. Oh, woke is a joke, dude. Woke is a joke, dude. They were running around hollering about woke this, woke that. They were very mad, very upset. But I want y'all to understand something. These people see us making moves, and we've been shutting a lot of stuff down as foundational Black Americans just by getting on code. Our energy is different. Our energy is different. Boy, we're tapping into that energy right now and making moves. Um, Listen, symbolic power, see, that's a currency of white supremacy. See, the white supremacists, they understand that cultural symbols and logos and mascots and all of this nostalgic imagery, those are powerful tools for psychological dominance. And when foundational Black Americans successfully get those symbols removed, see, that challenges the idea that white supremacist culture is basically untouchable. See, they don't like us touching their culture and making changes. They don't like that. So that sends shockwaves on these people who need these symbols to feel superior or feel like they're in control. You see? because see, they understand the underlying messages of these restaurants and these logos and what it means. They understand what it means. They understand the deep meaning of it. Now, when you go to Cracker Barrel has kind of an old school, um, damn near plantation vibe to it. You understand? It has a very old Jim Crowish energy to it. Um, and even the term cracker, you know what a cracker was? A cracker, that was a white person who whipped black people. They would crack the whip. That's what a cracker was. That's where the name comes from. The white supremacists, they know that. You understand? They know that. That's where the term cracker comes from. Hold on, we got somebody, Freedom. Well, I guess we got a MAGA woman. Let's get Miss Freedom in here. Freedom is, she has something to say. Miss Freedom, I see you. I'm good, Miss Freedom. How are you?
I'm seeing a lot of spaces with your community freaking out about DC and Chicago, blah, blah, blah. And I've been listening. But you do want to mention that Cracker Barrel did change their logo back.
Right. They did. Mm-hmm.
I know. They just did it like yesterday. They changed it. They removed the white man.
Mm-hmm.
Now they put it back because they lost a huge volume of market share within days of them. But you have to understand, people are just finished with the woke bullshit. They really are.
Mm.
America is. You know, whether you guys want to believe it or not, we're done with it. So I
What's
just wanted to
what's
bring some proof.
But no, woke means anti-white supremacy, and nobody's tired of that. Yeah, the white supremacists are tired.
No, no, no.
Yeah, and what's
We all know what woke is, Tariq. Don't start going around
woke?
white supremacy bullshit.
Supremacy.
It's all about, you know what it is.
Woke means anti-white supremacy. So yeah, ain't nobody really trying.
I can't have a conversation with you because I'm white, and you mute me because I'm white.
No, I'm muting you because you're talking over me, ma'am. You don't do that.
You just muted me. You know,
You can't talk over me.
you're really, you know, many months ago you said you did vote for Trump. Now you're saying you never voted for Trump.
Ma'am, when the hell did no. Now you're lying, ma'am. Now you're being.
I'm not lying because I remember that's why I joined.
You ain't never heard me say I voted for Trump. That's a damn lie because I didn't.
That's why I joined your space.
You
That's what now you.
never heard me say that, ma'am. I'm in these rooms with thousands of people.
Okay, stop muting me,
No,
Tariq.
you're not going to lie. I never said I voted for Trump. That's a
Okay,
face
the
lie.
reason why
Why
you let,
just lie? Now I want to know why you lied. Why did you tell?
I'm not lying at all. That's
Yes,
why I joined your space.
yeah, okay. Find the clip right now of me saying that. All of my recordings are up on.
Why would I first?
No. Find me saying that I voted for Trump. Find me saying that.
You're just going on and on.
No, you're not going to lie. Now you've shown yourself as a liar. I've never said that because I didn't do that.
You're a liar.
Ma'am, you watch that little old meth smoking mouth, beloved. All right. You are not in your trailer park right now. You are a
You
liar.
know I don't live in a trailer park.
Yes,
You know that. You always say that about people.
yeah.
You put down everybody. You are losing ground, brother.
You cannot come in here lying in your trailer park. Now, if somebody goes over there and flatten your trailer tires,
Okay, honey,
I think that's woke. Okay. So calm down with your lies.
saying trailer park.
But I know that's a part of white supremacist culture, lying and deception, but I don't tolerate that.
You're lying.
Yeah, man,
You're lying.
we're all about truth and justice here. All right, Miss Freedom. Now, Miss Freedom, what part of
You're about lies and victimhood. That's what you're all about.
victimizer, man?
I went into other.
Ma'am, you're a victimizer. Now, what part of Europe is your family from?
They tear you up now. Some of your people, they don't like what you're saying, the way you're delineating from.
Man, what do you mean, my people? You're not a representative for black people.
I never said, God help me, I would never want to be.
And we don't want you to be, ma'am. We don't want no mayonnaise encrusted wet dog smelling representative. So yeah, we're
Okay, you sound like a child. Grow the up,
oh,
Tariq.
ma'am, watch your little potty mouth, ma'am. You don't open that mouth up for the football team like you're doing to us. So you just chill out.
No,
No,
I'm just calling you out
no,
because you need to be.
ma'am, you're just lying like a despicable white supremacist, ma'am.
You're a
You're
liar,
being a can
liar, and you play victimhood every.
because you are a victimizer. So yes, you cannot be a victim of,
No, I'm not a victimizer. We see America see
ma'am. You are a lying white supremacist, ma'am, and that's victim.
a broken record, and America sees it every day, and we're over it. Goodbye.
Nobody's over anything. We're over white supremacy. She left. Well, she has to go back to that meth pipe, and that's okay. But yeah, you're not gonna lie. Don't sit up and say I said I voted for Trump. No, the hell I didn't. I did not vote for no damn Trump. I didn't vote for nobody. Don't you lie on me. I didn't vote for nobody. I voted for the damn couch. Nobody was giving up anything. A placebo.
Well, you marker in your mute button. If you invite
Are you elderly? Why you sound like you about to die? What's wrong with you? Okay. What the hell was that? Well, that sounded like an old, decrepit white supremacist. They wanted to get one last curse in before they croaked. Lord, these white supremacists call up sounding all sickly. What's going on with you guys? Well, them birth rates are kicking your ass. Y'all just struggling right now. Fuck you and your mute button. Fuck. Lord, man. I hope you got a black nurse over there. And I hope she unplugged your breathing machine, nigga. All right. I hope she kicks the plug loose. But yeah, like I'm saying about Cracker Barrel, well, the white supremacists are upset. They think that they're fighting back by complaining about wokeness. They got the Cracker logo back, but now what's going to happen? Them Cracker Barrel sales, they're going to plummet even more. You know, them open white supremacists, you don't really drive markets like you think you do. Yeah. You don't really drive those markets like you think you do. And those companies that try to pander to the far right white supremacists, they lose out. They're losing out because listen, them old school, you know, Jim Crow type of white supremacists, you played out. You're played the hell out. And you're mad because when we do black collective action, see that shatters the myth of powerlessness. See, the dominant society, they like to promote the myth that black people are fragmented, disorganized, powerless. But when we start uniting just a little bit in successful campaigns, boycott, lawsuit, social media pressure, whatever, that defies that narrative. That reminds the world that collective black action can alter the status quo. And these white supremacists, they hate losing any type of control, even if it's symbolic. You understand? See, the white supremacists, they don't really care about the functionality of a logo or a statue or whatever. They care about what it represents, and removing a logo that's tied to some kind of nostalgic white figure, like the Cracker Barrel. They feel like that's a loss of cultural territory. You dig? Like we went and we've invaded their territorial space culturally. So it's not about the logo. It's about who had the power to make the corporation change it. Now they're trying to brag, oh, we got it changed back. Well, didn't they have to get Trump to say something? Y'all had to get Trump to say something about it, all that woke stuff. Yeah. Woke means that's a code word for black people won something. All right. That's what woke means. Black folks won. So anytime the black community pressures some company to do better or to remove some kind of racial aesthetic, oh, it's so woke. It's woke. So that word that's been weaponized by the far right. That expresses their anger over black influence. You see, it's not the policy change. It's the fact that black people made it happen. That's the part that with them. If they just did it, if they changed the policy on their own, because companies do that all the time. Companies always change logos. If they just woke up one day and say, "Hey, we're reviving our logo. We're gonna change our logo," and just changed it to the word Cracker Barrel without all of the other pressure, it would not be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem. It's the fact that black people put the pressure on them. You see, they view any type of equality to as a threat to white exclusivity. See when black people start implementing policies and say everything is going to be equal, we're going to have some kind of equality. We're going to remove any type of racial discrimination. They look at that as an attack. Oh God, I'm being attacked because I'm white, huh? Just like this white woman called up. She wanted to talk over me. I'm like, no, ma'am, you're muting me because I'm white. These folks want to act like they want to be victims so bad. They have nothing to be victimized by. They want to be victims so bad, you dig? And it sounds ridiculous. And the thing is this. They resent any type of accountability for the historic injustices that they've done. Companies like Cracker Barrel, they're being forced to confront their past discriminatory behavior. And the dominant white society, they see that as unfair. They don't want to acknowledge systematic racism. You understand? Especially when it results in legal action, settlements, lawsuits. So that disrupts their whole comfort zone and whitewashed American history. Yeah. And this exposes their own insecurity. These white supremacists go into meltdown mode over a damn logo change. That shows just how fragile their identity is. If removing a fictional white character from a restaurant logo, that's causing these people to panic. That shows their identity is based on dominating others. There's no real sense of cultural competence or strength. Yeah. It's very interesting. I wish Bubba was back up in here, Bubba the Bigot, and I would love to hear what he has to say. He bounced. Let's get Lord Long Road. Lord Long Road in here. Hop on in. Lord Long Road. Okay, you're giving a thumbs down and your phone ain't clicking. There it is. Lord Long Down. What's up, man? Okay, my bad. Okay. So what's going on, Long?
I think you speak in generalization and very low facts.
Okay, what am I saying that's incorrect? Please inform me.
It doesn't matter. That's just what I think.
Well, you don't think your opinion matters, then why would you give it?
I think you say the blacks, according to your words, made Cracker Barrel. I'd like to have you express on how you think that the blacks made Cracker Barrel change their logo.
Yeah, that's what your fellow white supremacists said. That's what they were saying on Twitter. They were blaming us. They were saying that. They were all that woke talk. Woke is, that's the code word for black. So they were complaining about us. All on Twitter. You can look it up.
I don't use Twitter. Twitter is for people.
But you're on it now. So we're both.
You're correct. I thought you meant Facebook. I'm sorry.
There you go. There you go. You ain't got to think when you talk now. Now, Lord Longo, now, how do you feel about the Cracker Barrel thing? Are you glad they changed it? They're going to change it back, and you glad that they changed it back?
I have no skin in the game, so I really don't care. I've ate there once, and it was pretty good. The logo, I don't care. They did it for publicity. As far as I'm concerned, that's all it's about.
Now, what issues do you have with black people?
I don't really have an issue, but I thought that's what you referred. You're talking about the point.
Okay. Where you from, by the way, Lord Longo?
Michigan?
Detroit, Flint, Grand Rapids?
No, more towards Canada, way up north.
Are you French or German? What are you?
No, that would be American.
I know that, but your family, they came from some part of Europe. What part of Europe?
I've not looked to care.
You don't know what part of Europe your family came from? It's not that long ago.
I've not looked or asked. It's no matter to me.
So you just got dropped off from Hunky Land, just the mythical land of hunkies? Well, you came from somewhere, right?
Well, I mean, I have a native card, but that's here nor there.
Oh Lord. $5 Indian. Okay. All right, Longo. Thank you so much, Lord. I don't want to hear about no $5 Indian shit. Okay. All right. I don't even want to hear it. Now he don't know where his family's from. No, stop it. Okay. All right. Let's get some more folks in here. We're in here deep. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in here deep. Yes, we are. Where's Bubba? Bubba the bigot. I want Bubba to come back up in here. I don't know where Bubba went, but I would like to talk to Bubba the bigot if he can get back in here. All right, let's get those hands up, ladies and gentlemen. I see cousin Jerry down there. I see brother Martin. Let's get blacked out troll. Blacked out troll in the building. Blacked out troll. What's happening, blacked out troll?
What's going on, brother Tariq? How you doing
Oh,
today? Can you hear
I'm
me?
good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, can't complain. Goddamn, the white supremacists and trolls are out here
Yes,
tonight.
they
Boy,
are.
I tell you what.
Oh, yes, they are, man. It's a full moon for.
I was gonna say, so I just want to piggyback a little bit off the 600,000 Chinese people you were talking about yesterday. A lot of them are actually sleeper cells. I don't know if you look fairly in deep in with that stuff, but yeah, that's a topic for another day. But also, I wanted to also bring up that Shiloh Hendricks got charged. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they gave her some little janky ass charges. It should have been like a hate crime charge, but yeah, they gave her some charges. The most she can do in jail is 90 days and like a couple of $1,000 fine. So it was a slap on the wrist charge because people were pressuring them to do something because they just let this woman do a blatant hate crime against a damn child, and they sitting up here letting this woman rack up all this money and not doing anything to her, and they were just pulling teeth to get those little janky charges on her. So it was on some slap on the wrist shit. you know it was some slap on the wrist nonsense that most likely she ain't gonna do no jail time because again the maximum is only 90 damn days, so they ain't giving that white woman no jail time. She should have been hit with a hate crime charge. Where the federal charges? See? All right, let's get some more folks in here. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all raise those hands because we are deep in the building. And by the way, we're going to have an event at the Hidden History Museum October 4th. We're going to have the flyer up in a couple of days. We're going to have a um, a comedy joint, complimentary food. It's a mixer. We vibe at the Hidden History Museum here in LA, so y'all got to come on out. The Hidden History Museum is a full vibe, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get viral drip, viral drip in the building. Viral drip.
Doing, bro?
I'm good, viral. How are you?
And I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm out here in Ferguson, bro, and I was out here doing Mike Brown protest. I didn't know our brother Darren Seal personally, but I spoke with him on numerous occasions, and I saw how the media kind of like put this battery in his back, and bro, and it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, bro. But I appreciate what you doing out here, bro, and man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Let's get Watt. Let's get Watt in the building. Watt in the building. Mr. Watt, hop on in, Watt. Mr. Watt, hop on in, sir. All right. Watt ain't saying nothing. All right. Let's get Marquez. Since Watt ain't saying nothing, we'll get Marquez in the building. Marquez, hop on in. Mr. Marquez. Marquez or Watt. All right. Neither one of y'all saying anything. All right, let me get our good sister Empress in here. Hope Empress's phone is working correctly. Sister Empress, are you in here, dear? Oh, everybody damn phone muted. I'm trying to get Empress in here. Okay. All right. Everybody, let's try it again. Raise your hands if your phone is not janky and you are able to speak so I can get you on. Let's do it that way. If you're ready to speak, put your thing up. Let me get let's get Derek. Get Derek.
Hello, Tariq. Can you hear
Hey
me?
Derek, how are you, brother?
Oh man, just wanted to tap in with you. You already know I'm in Milwaukee. You already know how we rocking with
No
you.
doubt.
Um, it's interesting what she was talking about with it's crazy because they downplay the power of the black dollar.
Yes.
We the, we the pacemakers. We set the tone. We kind of have the pulse on the world, and it's interesting because as soon as something happens, we're the first ones to get the blame
Right. Right.
out of nowhere, and it's almost like we catching strays.
Yeah.
Yes. And in Milwaukee, we have a Cracker Barrel, and this is in the Midwest. We have a Cracker Barrel. It's in Mequon, I think, and I've been there once when I was a kid, and I was with my pops, I was with my mom, and it was just weird. Like the vibe was weird. It definitely gave you like plantation vibes. It was you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh,
It was absolutely ridiculous. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about is there was a young lady who had on a she it was on Twitter. It was a young black lady. She had on a shirt. She was somewhere, but the shirt had like a Klansman being lynched, and a white woman said it was offensive. And then the young sister was like, "It's supposed to be to racist. Are you racist? No, but that would rub some people the wrong way." Just ridiculous. Because if it like it's kind of one of them things, if it don't apply, let it fly.
right.
But clearly she got mad because the young sister had on a shirt with a Klansman getting lynched.
Interesting.
And uh, kind of tying into what you were saying with the whole woke movement, what's wrong with just taking accountability? Or if that's not you, why the hell is it a problem?
Right. Yeah, yeah. A lot of folks, man, yeah, dogs holler. And when you start talking about racism, white supremacy, the main people who get offended, just like that white woman, Freedom, who called up, the more I talk about white supremacy, the more she got offended. So hit dogs holler. Miss Lola, what's up, Lola?
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
Thank you for allowing me to speak in your space. Real quick, I wanted to just say, I wanted your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Do you feel that everything that is happening is the remnants of 2020? I feel like we got a lot of things done after Floyd. And right now, what we're experiencing is the undoing of that. We got a lot of uh, people elected that made change as far as criminal justice reform. number one. A lot of money was poured into inner cities. You saw a lot of difference. Okay. And I was in somebody's space yesterday and they was trying to say, oh, well, they're not allowed to lock up murderers and carjackers anymore because of the criminal justice reform. I said, that is so irresponsible to say, because it wasn't that. What it is misdemeanor crimes. People shouldn't have to sit in jail because they're poor. A lot of things was done on that front. But anyway, do you feel that what we're experiencing is the undoing of all the good work that was done after 2020?
Yeah, a good question. Yeah, there's always going to be a backlash, just like after the civil rights movement. The white supremacists, they go immediately into backlash mode. They start doing white flight. They start defunding certain programs. Y'all remember what happened in the 70s? This is why we really had to get super on code in the 70s. They start taking out music programs, and they just did a lot of economic sabotage after the civil rights movement in response to it. Then they started flooding the communities with drugs heavily starting in the 70s, and then they went real hard body in the 80s. So when we see these movements like what was going on in 2020, the worldwide turn up, and the policies that were forced onto the lexicon and into some of the laws, yeah, they've been trying to undo some of that stuff. And plus, we've been so super duper on code. So a lot of their tactics that they're used to using, they're just not working no more. Especially with the corporate sector. When the black grassroots start pressing the corporate sector, they have to bend a little bit. It's not like back in the day where they just roll out a tether front person and say, hey, this is the new um COO, or this is the new president, quote unquote, of the company, and it's some African or Caribbean, and then they go say some off code shit and they say, well, he's black, so we got diversity. And that ain't working no more, because now we're doing lineage checks. See, Essence had to learn the hard way. You understand? Yeah, Essence learned the hard way that the bringing out a melanated non-FBA to be the spokesperson for that's just not going to work. You're going to have to let these folks go. So it's straightening all across the board, and I love it. Dove of Light, Dove of Light.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Dove, how are you?
I'm fine. How are
I
you?
am good. Dove, where you from?
I'm in the universe right now.
Got it. Now you're a sister, white woman. What are you?
I'm all colors.
Oh, okay, so you're just big old crayon box, huh?
Everything.
Yes, indeed.
All colors.
Oh,
I'm colored.
you what?
I'm colored.
You're colored? Is that colored pink?
Yes, some parts of me.
Oh, is somebody being a little naughty, ma'am? Okay. Uh, I, I I said pink, not stink. All right, come on, let's be careful now. So what's on your mind?
Like I was in this room this space the other day.
Uh-huh.
I forgot it. I forgot which space it was, but it's somewhere on my I put them up there. And this Asian guy, I mean, he could not speak hardly any English. So they were just getting on him. Where are you? Where are your chink? Where are you? Oh, so you put Jesus. Oh, it was about is Jesus from Pallades or something like that. I don't. I was listening in the space,
Mm.
and so then they started. So each person they would get on, they're like, okay, what are you? Are you a Christian? Are you this? Are you that? And then and then a lot of spaces is like they didn't like the Jew God or something. So when I got in, they said, "Are you a Christian?" I said, "Yes, I'm a Christian." And they said, "Oh, so you're something to the Jew God or something?" I said, "What are you talking about?"
Boy.
And then the Asian guy that hardly spoke any English, and I already looked at his profile, and he's cussing on his profile that his parents they're making him go to war because evidently the United States or China is getting ready to start something over there with Taiwan. So that's very interesting if you kind of study some of these spaces and then look at some of the profiles, right? So they start pitting. So then all of a sudden, the Chinese guy that hardly could speak any English, they had him look something up in the Bible. Okay, since you believe Jesus is Japanese and this and that. And so then when I got on, and he says, "Oh, what are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? You black? You black?" I said, "Oh, you speak English now. Oh, I see, I see."
Hey, thank you, dear. I'm confused. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm confused as hell. She's all over the place. I don't even know what she's talking about. I got lost with the story, by the way. Were y'all following it? I just let her go. I just landed up playing. I just got lost. I don't know what she's talking about. It was just all over the place. All right, let's get Richie.
Thanks, Tariq. I was just curious what you think. What do you make of this National Guard in major metros, police in like downtown areas? If you guys have already talked about it, I
Oh,
apologize.
I talked about it earlier. Yeah, I talked about that. You hear the playback. You hear the playback. Stealth, what's up, Mr. Stealth? Stealth, hop on in. Waiting on Stealth to unmute that microphone, and then we'll get
Hey,
Stealth.
what's up, brother? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I hear you, Stealth. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Love what you're doing, man. Hey, did you see when Bucci Bear got his butt whooped up at that YouTube spot?
Yeah, I talked about that the other day. His fat ass getting socked up and punched around. They punching him all across the room. They punched his fat ass. His shoe came off. He got punched and beat up so bad his shoe. They beat his ass out of his shoes. That was embarrassing, man. That nigga's pathetic, man. So yeah, I saw that, man. That I keep telling people that motherfucker is not a representative. He don't represent LA at all. This big old clown talk all that trash and get punched on and spit on. They beating his fat ass out of his shoes. Man, that dude is a bozo, man. End. IND. IND. Unmute that mic. IND. All right, since IND ain't saying nothing, we're gonna move it on down. Y'all raise your hands if you are ready to get on. Let's see, we got DeVoe in the building. Let's get DeVoe in the building. Mr. DeVoe.
What's up, Tariq Nasheed?
How you doing, DeVoe?
Good. I just wanted to mention because we was in a thread a week or so, week and a half back, talking about ADOS. Is it true? I came on this app because you were standing on business. You were boycotting the Democrats for tangibles. And is it not true that Yvette Carnell was going around here saying we need to vote down ballot Democrat and shilling for the Democrats, and that's most of the reason that she attacked Dr. Claude Anderson and fell out with you.
Yeah, I mean, Yvette fell out with everybody. Yeah, they were shilling for the damn Democrats, talking about vote some down ballot bullshit. Yeah, no, the reality, nobody was really rocking with them. They were only dealing with them because of me, because I tried to give them some shine because of the hashtag. But the organization ADOS, I've never co-signed that at all. That was one of the problems because whenever I mentioned ADOS, which was the hashtag, that's all I co-signed because that was what we were on, talking about lineage. I've always acknowledged the lineage, but they kept running around like, oh, it's a group. We the leaders. No, I'm like, no, I ain't with that. I'm not with that. I don't know what the fuck they talking about as far as that. But if we're talking about lineage, I'm co-signing that. But they kept confusing people with their stupid ass nonsense. They were confusing people, and I'm not co-signing that shit. I'm not co-signing them. They're on some other shit, and more power to them, but I'm not co-signing what they're doing. And the term, because I kept having to clarify what we meant when we're talking about descendants of slaves. We're not talking about their group. We're talking about foundational Black Americans. And for some reason, that term just took off. It wasn't a planned term or nothing. The term that just took off. Nobody could act dumb about it. That term explained everything it was meant to represent. Lineage, bloodline, land. It's the people whose lineage go to the foundation of America. And that just took off. And then Strappy and Tone fell the hell off. And they're persona non grata now. Let's get IND, you hear? IND in the building. All right, IND ain't saying nothing. Okay, I think IND is one of the more Indian ass pages. We get these East Indians calling in real late. We're gonna do one more call. Let this call be good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make this call be fantastic. One more call. Y'all raise your hands because we've been on for a minute. If you are ready, last call for alcohol. Raise your hand. Let me know where you are. Let's try to get some new faces in here. Let's get some new faces in here. Raise those hands. Let's get TMM. Let's get TMM in the building. TMM in the building. TMM. Where you at, TMM? All right, TMM. Hey, there you go, T. I heard you for a second, but then you disappeared. All right. TMM ain't saying nothing. Y'all slowing the game down. Let's get Hakeem. Let's get brother Hakeem Taylor in the building. All right, Hakeem.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's up to the fam?
I'm good, man.
Hey, I just want to get your opinion. So, what do you think about that dude, Julian Brown? He got his the inventor, the brother. He got his Negro wake up call because he's under the wing of the NOI now.
He's doing what with him?
The NOI is like he was with Rizza Islam, so I guess instead of being with them folks, you got to be with the fam.
Okay, yeah, picture of him and Reza. I think they might have done a lecture event together. So I don't know if it was a security thing. I don't know. But shout out to my brother Reza, by the way. TM, hop on, man. TMM, brother, what are you doing with that phone over there, sir? Brother, what are you doing with that phone? Brother, you getting pickpocketed right now, bro? What? What the hair dryer right now? Sound like you're getting a perm. This nigga gonna come out there looking like DJ Quick. What you doing over there, brother? You got way too many noises going on over there. This brother getting him a late night perm. That nigga getting a pressing curl. I hear rollers and a dryer. What are you doing, bro? That nigga getting his shit feathered. I think he's gonna be looking like DJ from Hustle and Flow. Hell, Skinny Black, you dropped this out your pocket, man. Tell me you dropped it out your pocket, Skinny Black, man. All right, Lord. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. Family, you know what I need y'all to do, family? I need everybody. It'll be so great to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Hidden History Museum And everybody make a contribution, no matter how small it is, to the Hidden History Museum. Everything matters, and the Hidden History Museum exists because of you, and it's maintained because of you. So we need everybody to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and then go to rootworkstyle.com to get the best deodorant on the planet, and then go to officialfba.com to get my book, Foundational Black American Race Beta. All right, I'm up out of here, guys. Papi Akute, Lullaby to the family. Peace.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check.